Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the Great Millstone, and salutations to all you sincere Kiam. And this is the Merriam-Webster definition for the word inevitable. Inevitable, incapable of being avoided or evaded. And then you have various uses for the word in nouns and so on. Inevitableness. But I want to get some more examples of, or a more, longer definition of inevitable. So okay, that's all we have there for inevitable. So for the definition, incapable of being avoided or evaded. And let's go to some example sentences, and let's read the first one. The prophecies of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai are inevitable. Okay, you see what I did there, and that's really what this video is about. The inevitability of the prophecies, right? Especially now, even more so, I should say, not especially, but even more so now in these times, because the prophecies are jumping off the pages to the point where we are waiting on, we already have a date for something major that is going to happen prophetically, with the April 8th full solar eclipse, right? Esau Edom says that, well, when it happens, the earth will be in complete darkness. And we are just trying to wait and see whether that will happen or not, because you know how these devils are. What they usually do is they try to desensitize you to these kind of events by claiming that it will happen in the future, and really nothing happens, right? Or when it does happen, they don't even report it in the news. And that's how these devils operate, because really all that's going on right now is prophecy and, of course, the gradualism of the devil. But what we are focusing on now is the prophecies of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, going forth. And the crazy thing, right, is that what Jake is focused on is the beef with Kendrick Lamar dissing J. Cole. Imagine this, right? I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago. Kendrick Lamar dropped this song. I forgot what the name of the song is, in Metro Boomin's album. I forgot the name of the song. So like, yeah, I think I forgot the name of the album too. I don't want to go on YouTube it. But basically, when he dropped the song, he had a verse that was dissing J. Cole. And I know you can know what I'm talking about. And in just like 2 or 3 hours, Jake was all over that. Everybody was doing videos, doing responses, right? Doing skits about what Kendrick Lamar said. And the P. Diddy thing as well. Even it got so bad that even brother had to do videos telling Jake that this is a distraction, right? Rather than focus on what is really important, the things that are happening on the earth, the current events, the situations that are going on all across the world, the real shit, okay? This is what our people are focused on: bread and circuses. And part of those circuses include, these because that's basically what has become right now in Babylon the Great, right? Where they expose these celebrities for their wicked ways, and then it's part of the bread and circuses. Now everybody's watching and is being entertained, from Bill Cosby to R. Kelly to Jepstein, not Jepstein, what's the name of that guy, Weinstein, to what's the name of this other guy, Dan Schneider, the something on set that they did, that the documentary that they did. That's part of what is, that's part of the bread and circuses right now in this kingdom, man. And once again, these things are distractions, putting the wool over your eyes so that you don't see what's really going on. And that's how you get the situation that you have right now in Babylon the Great, with the whole migrant crisis that you have. Esau is sneaking in all kinds of people into Babylon right now and giving them even more rights than majority of the citizenship. And right under these Babylonians' noses, and nobody knows the better, right? Nobody knows what's going on. and you are all helpless to stop it, and that really shows you that this place is done. This place is true. I even wanted to do a video on that, the whole migrant situation in Babylon the Great, but the thing is that I don't know enough to actually make a video on it, right? All you know is just the surface level stuff. You always, if you try to do any research, one person says one thing, another person says another thing. It's a whole mess, and you have to be actually on ground to figure these things out. So let's just leave it at that. But really, all of that is just leading into Bible prophecy. We already know that America, Babylon, the Great is an altar to the Most High Yahweh Sham Yahushai. And we know that the Most High Yahweh Sham Yahushai right now is gathering the nations into the valley of decision, which of course, the valley of Jehoshaphat is, Syria in the Middle East, right? But we also have, you know, spiritually, of course, because after all, the scriptures are manifold, and America, Babylon the Great is still a valley, it's still a valley of judgment. Remembering that the word valley means lowland. Okay, let's get that precept first. That is the book of Joel, the third chapter, and it's just speaking as a man, of course. But we already know that there is a physical, actual valley of Jehoshaphat where people will be judged. And that is, of course, speaking of, the actual valley of Jehoshaphat in the Middle East, right? In the Holy Land. Let me say it like that, right? So let's get this precept. So this is the book of Joel 3 verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And the truth is that you migrants, right? Because they might even come across this video too. You are being brought into America by Babylon the Great to partake in its destruction. What do you gain from going to Babylon right now? Especially, and this is also going double too. Now that I think about it, Jake here in Nigeria as well, right? Because you see Jake in Nigeria, they will sell their house, quit their job, sell all their property, just to get a visa to go to Babylon the Great, to go back to school, because they somehow believe that. And this is somebody that has graduated, spent years in the workforce, making a comfortable living, has wife and children. But because they believe that, there is something better for them in Babylon the Great, they do all this. Basically, well, really, at this point in time, Jake doesn't have a actual home, but you already have something established here in Nigeria, but you decide to throw that all the way just for a chance to get something that you believe is better in Babylon the Great. And now you are seeing that, Babylon is falling, man, it's gone, okay? But anyway, that's beside the point, right? Whatever, that's beside the point, right? You already know that there is the reason why those all these people are being gathered into Babylon the Great for the destruction. Okay. So this is the book of Isaiah 55, verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. And the word of the Most High, Yahweh Sham Yahushai. That's why you can't evade, you can't dodge, you can't stop prophecy, right? And that's why you see it going forth and jumping out the pages. Basically, you can't even go a single day without hearing about some prophetic news anymore. And case in point, let's go to that. That should be in the YouTube. You have different elders that are always putting up these community posts showing you the things that are going on prophetically, especially in Babylon the Great. That's that Matthew 24, verse 12, I believe. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Let's get there. Okay, yeah. The elder Yashawamba is a good example. It's both the elder Yashawamba and the elder in North Carolina, the elder Howard, yes. Okay, community, here it is. And it's usually the pictured ones. Okay. And I'm looking for the picture ones, but let's just go back to the top so I can get this. It's still telling because even just looking at the different videos that the brothers are doing, is still showing you the things that are happening prophetically on the earth, right? And I'm about to watch this video after I finish doing this video. The true character of Bishop Nathaniel, which is exposing, the false leadership in the in I don't want to say Israel, because have the Israel, you have the regular Israel and the Israel of the Lord. But let's say among Jake, right? The fourth leadership among Jake, okay? And then going on down, the Dali, I don't really know too much about this. A Nomen Omen, right? I don't really know too much about this. So I'm just going to have to look into that later. Okay. And of course, different videos speaking on the things that are coming upon the earth the same way that I am doing right now. Because hey, and things are about to get real, okay, and we are coming into those times. And this is just a video that I'm doing that, man, with the things that are happening on the earth. It's showing you that you can't escape the not only the judgment of the Most High, Yahweh Sham Yahushai, but you can't escape the prophecies, right? You can't escape prophecies that are going on the earth right now. So, um, yeah, it is. Let me use North Carolina. The Elder Howard does some great videos. And this is, of course, still going into the grape doctrine, right? Once again, and this is what I'm talking about. Every once in a while, you see the elders put up these community posts, and it just shows you the violence and the evil that's going on all over the earth, right? This is what the scriptures warn the people of, that when iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. There is a reason why these news articles are becoming more and more common. Okay. 1-year-old died after being left in crib over 16 hours while parents got Burger King and slept. The tender and delicate child, right? The tender and delicate woman. This is part of the causes. Anyway, continuing on. FLA woman accused of stabbing young son's father 13 times as he pleaded, "Why are you doing this?" Right. Once again, let me go to that precept. I don't think it's Matthew 24 verse 12. I've forgotten the exact precept it is, but it's showing you the times that we're in right now. And here it is. Okay, it is Matthew 24 verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But let me also go into this as well. I think that is the book of Second Timothy, the fourth chapter, right? No way, this isn't it. This isn't it. Here it is. Second Timothy 3 verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. And the natural affection, of course, going into the love that a woman would have for a child. That's why you're seeing abortion rates going through the roof, at least before, the whole Roe v. Wade thing was overturned. Imagine that, especially the nigger woman, man. The women out here are being so evil with this child killing that Esau Edom had to ban that law. That's how bad it got. And even without the law, these babies are still dying out here. And this shows you the kingdom that we're living in. After all, is it not written that when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn? And as it's written in the scriptures as well, the whole earth is in mourning right now. So continuing on, woman holds dryer repairman at gunpoint over rejected warranty, Indiana cops say. So now, Second Timothy 3 verse 4. Traitors, heedy, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High, Yahweh Sham Yahushai, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. And this one is for, who this one is for, don't want to have to, you know who this song is for, right? So when they will come out and say, oh well, it's the Most High, and the Most High and Lord Yahweh Shai's name doesn't matter, right? They will come out and say, you know, you can have, you only have to marry, you can only marry one wife, you can only marry one wife, and which of course, that isn't like, oh, because you have people that won't come out and say, oh, the men of great, the GMS just also want to be able to have multiple wives. It's not about having multiple wives, right? Most brothers only have one wife, and even you have many more brothers that don't even want to deal with women at all. It's about teaching the truth, okay? No matter how ugly or how bad it sounds, the truth is still the truth. And the truth, most times, is far better than whatever comfortable lies you want to tell yourself. That's the whole point of teaching that a man can have more than one wife. It's just the truth, okay? And even whenever we go into that as well, because that's another thing I actually want to address. There are some demons out here in this world, man. Once Jake starts hearing that they can have more than one wife, they think it's some kind of excuse to be wicked and start just spreading their seed up and down and dealing with every woman that they see. And that's not what we're talking about, okay? Even the scriptures tells you that the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is not a power of confusion. You can just be going around and having, you know, relationships with multiple women and claiming that, oh well, a man can have more than one wife. And when they ask you, are they your wives or are they at least your concubine? No, you're just doing one night stands with them, which is not what the scriptures is talking about. Okay, if you deal with a woman, that woman is supposed to be, and the term is sexually exclusive to you. You can't just deal with her and then leave her to go out there and be dealing with other women. That's you, that's going off. Okay, that's not how that's supposed to work. But anyway, let's just go back into this. I have to mention that because there are people in the world, man. People in the world are wicked as hell. You'll see them, they'll be talking about how, yeah, men can have multiple partners, but they won't qualify it by giving you the exact understanding or the terms on how that is supposed to work. Because it's not just a matter of, oh, because I'm a man, I can now go around dealing with different women. That's not how that works, okay? Even the scriptures tell you that not make a whore out of the daughters of Zion, especially. Okay, but let's just continue reading this. Because that's a really out there, it's a really nuanced topic. How to go into so many different things. But let me just leave it at that. Puerto Rico declares public health emergency after rise in dengue fever cases. And this is another one of those mosquito pathogens. I think that's the term that they use for the diseases that are spread by these infectious insects. So once again, Matthew the 24th chapter from the third verse, I believe, you shall see famines and plagues and earthquakes in diverse places, right? I don't think plague was actually there, but let me just go back and check just to make sure. Right, so this is the book of Matthew 24, verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Right. So the term I'm looking for is pestilence, right? And it doesn't need to be a global pandemic like the you know what in order for it to be a pestilence. It just needs to affect enough people. Hell, it can even be just a small town getting it to prove the scriptures right, okay? Because that's how it works, when it comes to prophecy. You have different things going on in different parts of the world, right? You might have, seasonal earthquakes in one place, like the seasonal hurricanes you have going on around, some parts of Babylon the Great. You might have different, epidemics, right, breaking out in various parts of the world. And that shows you that prophecy is coming to pass. But let's just continue reading. Homeowner arrested for changing her own locks after squatters took over her house. Right, showing you that Babylon the Great is no place to be living in. Okay, and of course, it's going into back to the basics. The Apostle Taha the Apostle Gabar Salakia did a video going back to the basics, which of course the main thing that we teach that, or rather we rebuke Wakitaki plantation Christianity for, which is that salvation is only for the elect of the nation of Israel. And this is another one once again. 13 charges filed against Rockford man accused of stabbing neighbors. Right, so just continue and just continue reading some of one of these headlines. Two suspected squatters are in custody after they allegedly killed a woman who walked in on them living in their mother's NYC apartment, police sources said. And this shows you how violent some of these migrants that are being brought in are, right? But that's just the spirit of Babylon the Great, the wickedness of this kingdom being pushed throughout being pushed all over the earth. And this is the cause of it. This is the result of Esau Edom being in power. So continuing on. Florida's new law signed by I'm not going to say Ron DeSantis prohibits homeless individuals from sleeping on sidewalks in parks and other public spaces. 19-year-old stabbed to death, twin wounded after fatal victim allegedly rejected man's advances. And I actually watched the video going into this. I think it was Arrows of Indignation, where they were the news report of how this happened. And it just shows you the times that we're in. It's no longer, and this just shows you the times that we're in, man. We're in these perilous times, right? Like the book of Second Timothy 3 verse 1 talks about, and also right, the times of evil, which is bad times, right? Because we are at the end right now, and you see all these prophecies going forward, especially concerning the things that are going to be happening in these times. So let me go to this. As it is written, as in the days of Noah, where so will these times be as well. So this is the book of Matthew 24, verse 38. Let me start from the top. Matthew 24, verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. As in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And this is what I was mentioning in the beginning of the video. Right? Let me start by saying that no man knows the day in which our Lord Yahushua will return, right? So all these, you of course you'll have some dudes that will come out eventually in these last days. I'll say that, oh well, at this certain time the Lord will return. At this certain time the Lord will return, right? But you're not, but as written, no man knoweth the time, or if any man comes unto you saying, the Lord is in the desert, or low here, or low there, or this is where, let me just go up, let me just go up, let me just go up. So this is the book of Matthew 24, verse 26. Wherefore if they shall say unto you, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chamber, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Now let's go back to this. Showing you that all eyes shall see the return of our Lord Yahushua. Now Matthew 24 verse 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. right? And those that are not of the elect, they will be in that same position as those that were in the flood, right? They will still be taken aback and shocked that Allah Yahweh returned on the earth, even though you have all these warnings being given to you, not just by the men of the Lord, right? Because that's even the most clear one. Here we are breaking everything down, right? Even breaking down the signs at the Most High Yahweh, the Most High Yahweh Himself is bringing on in the earth, right? The wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes, pestilences, plagues, the signs in the heaven, the chariots appearing, and yet you will still have people, the people that will be surprised that our Lord Yahweh Shai is coming back. Okay, acting like they had no idea or no warning about it. That just shows you just how blinded that the vast majority of our people are. And save for the elect, we already know that two-thirds of our people are going to be destroyed. So, continuing on, Matthew 24, verse 40. Two shall then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, one shall be taken and the other left. And this is, of course, speaking of at the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Another major Bible prophecy, but on this time, in this side, what we're focusing on right now is, first and foremost, Jacob's trouble and the MOTB, because these are the next major prophecies that are about to come on the earth. And, with the MOTB, you already have Elon Musk claiming that, oh, well, we put this chip in a human being and they are able to do things with their minds, right? Type with their mind, even play some games with their mind, which of course, you always have to take some of the things that Esau says with a grain of salt. But we know that this technology is actually moving in that direction, right? Who knows how much more advanced, right? Or on the contrary, how much less advanced this technology is than Esau is claiming it to be. You might come out and say, oh, well, you can play video games with it, only to realize that when it actually comes out, you can use it for basically, you can use it for far more than that, or it's just far less capable than that. You never know with these devils, right? But ultimately, we know that technology, the implantable microchip technology, will be pushed throughout the four corners of the earth, and to be a mandate that, as it is written, he causeth all men, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So that is eventually going to happen once again. Inevitable. So with that, way to close out this video right here. Once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Basham Yawashai, Basham Racha Kwadash, Wa Abad Babal, Shalom.